You've got a decent job, you pay your bills, maybe you even have some savings, but still, you feel broke. Why does it feel like no matter how much you earn, it's never enough? Let's break down what's really going on and how to finally feel financially free, even if your bank account says you should already be there. The first step is to understand the disconnect between your earnings and your perception of financial security. This often stems from societal pressures and personal expectations. We live in a world where constant comparison is the norm. Social media displays curated lifestyles that set unrealistic standards, leading us to feel inadequate or unsuccessful despite our accomplishments. These comparisons can make our financial situation feel worse than it is. Next, we need to consider lifestyle inflation. As income increases, so do expenses. We upgrade our phones, go for gourmet groceries, or move to more upscale neighborhoods. While these can enhance our quality of life, they also inflate our cost of living, eroding new financial gains. It's essential to differentiate between wants and needs and to make thoughtful spending choices. It's also important to address financial fears and anxieties that might be tethered to past experiences or learned behaviors. Whether it's fear of losing money, being unprepared for unexpected expenses, or not having enough for retirement, these fears can overshadow financial reality. Having a plan and setting achievable goals can mitigate these anxieties, allowing you to feel more in control. Lastly, building a solid financial foundation requires both strategic planning and adaptability. Start by making a detailed budget that aligns with your values and life goals. Regularly review and adjust this plan as your circumstances change. Seek professional advice when necessary. And don't be afraid to explore new streams of income. Feeling broke, despite not necessarily being so, is more common than you might think. By tackling the emotional and psychological aspects of your financial life and making informed decisions, you can cultivate a sense of financial freedom that truly reflects your financial status. Section 1. You're not actually broke, but you feel like it. Here's the truth. You're not broke, but your mind might still be living paycheck to paycheck. Why is that? Because in 2025, even middle-class earners are trapped in a frustrating loop. High rent, rising food costs, subscriptions everywhere, and debt disguised as normal are the new realities. It feels like no matter how much you earn, staying afloat has become daunting. Even with increased earnings, the skyrocketing costs erode your financial stability. This isn't about a lack of money, it's about a lack of margin. Creating space between what you earn and what you spend is crucial. Consider this. How can you break free from this cycle? Start by re-evaluating your expenses. Identify subscriptions you don't need, find ways to minimize food costs, and consider new living arrangements if rent is eating up your income. Building a financial margin isn't just wise, it's essential. It gives you the freedom to manage unexpected expenses and, more importantly, puts control back in your hands, so stop feeling broke. Instead, take the steps to reframe your finances and reclaim your peace of mind. Section 2. The Lifestyle Creep Trap. Every time your income goes up, your lifestyle quietly inflates right alongside it. This phenomenon is called lifestyle creep. You might treat yourself to a better car, the latest iPhone, or indulge in nicer clothes. Those once rare takeout dinners could become a thrice-weekly ritual. You're not doing anything unusual or wrong. This is what everyone else seems to be doing. But here's where the problem lies. Despite a higher income, you feel just as broke as before, because every extra dollar is already allocated to maintaining your new standard of living. This leaves you working harder but not actually getting ahead. That disconnect between where you think your income should get you and where it does breeds frustration. It's a silent trap that keeps your financial progress in check, making you feel like you're on a treadmill going nowhere fast. The real challenge is recognizing this pattern and taking steps to curb the creep. Imagine redirecting those extra dollars towards savings or investments rather than immediate gratification. What might your future look like then? Reflect on these choices, as understanding lifestyle creep is the first step towards true financial freedom. Section 3. Why feeling broke is also emotional. Here's the part no one talks about. Feeling broke isn't just a financial state, it's an emotional one too. This is a topic that often goes unspoken and yet holds truth for many. Let's explore what makes this experience so complex. Even if you appear to be doing fine financially, there might still be a nagging sense that you're falling behind. You might feel stressed, overwhelmed, and under constant pressure to keep going. It's as if there's an invisible rulebook screaming, if you're not hustling, you're failing, holding you back from finding true peace. Our societal system reinforces this mentality, creating an environment where rest seems like a luxury you can't afford. The relentless push to compare yourself to others and the shame that comes from perceived inadequacies only amplify financial anxiety. It's a cycle that perpetuates the feeling of being eternally broke, emotionally more than financially. It's important to acknowledge these emotions and realize that having a stable bank account doesn't necessarily equate to emotional well-being. Recognizing this allows for a deeper understanding of personal needs and a more meaningful approach to mental and emotional health. The broke feeling often stems more from emotional stress and societal pressures than from actual numbers in your bank account. By addressing these emotional components, you can start to redefine what financial well-being truly means for you and seek a healthier, more balanced life. Section 4. 4 reasons you still feel broke. Why, despite our efforts, we often still feel broke. Money is a critical part of our lives, yet financial satisfaction can feel elusive. Let's explore 4 common reasons why this happens, and hopefully shed some light on your financial journey. Firstly, one significant reason you might feel continuously broke is that there isn't enough breathing room in your budget. Think about it. Are you spending everything you earn? Living paycheck to paycheck is often not about the amount you earn, but how you allocate what you have. Heavy spending without savings can create a cycle where it seems like you're forever broke. It's crucial to have a buffer, not just for emergencies, but so you feel financially secure. The second reason is that you might find yourself rich in income but poor in freedom. It's a dangerous paradox, where you make more money, yet have less time to enjoy it. This imbalance often leads to a feeling of being trapped within a golden cage. While your bank account might be growing, your life satisfaction stays stagnant or even declines. The key is aligning your financial pursuits with personal freedom. Third on the list is funding a lifestyle that doesn't genuinely fulfill you. Sometimes we find ourselves spending money on things we thought would bring happiness, like high-end cars, lavish vacations, or a luxurious home, only to discover these didn't deliver the expected joy. This cycle of acquiring and maintaining can lead to a profound sense of disillusionment and maintain the feeling of being financially stuck. Finally, the fourth reason, the absence of a personal definition of enough. If you never determine what financial success means to you personally, there's a risk that no amount of money will ever seem sufficient. Without clear financial goals, it's easy to keep chasing more, thinking that more will fill the void. Ultimately, knowing when enough is central to finding true financial peace. Feeling broke isn't always about the zeros in your bank account. It's often a symptom of deeper lifestyle imbalances. By finding your breathing room, balancing income with personal freedom, loving the life you're financing, and defining what enough means to you, you can shift from feeling broke to financially content. Section 5. How to stop feeling broke. How to stop feeling broke. It's a challenge that affects our peace of mind and our day-to-day lives. But here's the good news. With a few practical steps and mindset shifts, you can move towards a more financially fulfilling life. First things first, let's talk about your freedom number. This is your target. How much income do you really need each month to feel at peace? It's often less than what we assume. Start by calculating your essential living expenses. Add a bit for comfort, and you've got your number. Knowing this figure can give you a clear target to aim for and signals when you've reached financial peace. Next, let's focus on creating margin. Even $200 a month of breathing room can dramatically transform your financial state and mental well-being. Identify areas where you can cut costs on non-essential items. Maybe it's a subscription you no longer use or dining out less frequently. By keeping what's truly important and letting go of what isn't, you'll create space that allows you to breathe and make more mindful financial decisions. Now, let's reframe what we think of as wealth. Wealth isn't just about your bank account balance. It's about having more time, experiencing less stress, and enjoying more choices in life. This might mean taking a day off to spend with loved ones or having the flexibility to pursue a hobby you've been putting off. By redefining wealth in these terms, you'll find yourself less focused on chasing dollars and more on experiencing life fully and freely. Finally, perform an audit of your upgrades. Ask yourself, does this new thing bring lasting joy, or is it just adding more financial pressure? It's about being discerning with new purchases or upgrades in your life. Not every update needs to happen immediately. By evaluating potential purchases, you ensure that what you bring into your life aligns with your long-term goals and brings genuine satisfaction without unnecessary stress. So there you have it, 4 steps to help you stop feeling broke. Define your freedom number, create margin, reframe your view of wealth, and audit your upgrades. Each step is designed to empower you to take control of your financial narrative and live a life that's rich in more than just money. Section 6. A new definition of wealth. Have you ever stopped to consider what it truly means to be wealthy? Contrary to popular belief, you don't need $1 million in your bank account to feel a sense of abundance. As we approach the end of 2025, the definition of true financial freedom has evolved tremendously. It's no longer just about accumulating assets or financial security. It's about living a life that resonates with your deepest values and desires. Let's explore this shift towards a new understanding of wealth. Imagine a life where living below your means is celebrated rather than frowned upon. In this life, you're not just scraping by, but you've intentionally designed a lifestyle that ensures financial peace of mind. This entails making conscious decisions that align with your values while ensuring flexibility for the unexpected. Time, they say, is a non-renewable resource, and having it in abundance is a luxury. Financial freedom means having time to breathe, to step back from the hustle, and genuinely enjoy the little moments that make life meaningful. It's about freeing up time to focus on health, on passions, and on personal growth. Can you envision a world where your schedule reflects not just your obligations, but your desires? Another core component of this new wealth paradigm is choice, the ability to make decisions that align with your personal values without the heavy pressure of societal expectations is liberation. True wealth is making sure that Monday mornings aren't met with dread, but rather excitement for what lies ahead. It's constructing a life that you are eager to engage with daily. Ultimately, if your goal is to build a life you don't need to escape from, then your resources should be allocated to support that vision. Not just to impress onlookers or conform to ephemeral trends. Money should serve as a tool that facilitates your journey towards a fulfilling life, not as a metric to impress the masses. The focus is on the quality of life, not the quantity of its embellishments. Feeling broke isn't always about how much money you make. Often, it's more about finding alignment in your life and ensuring that your values, goals, and actions sync perfectly. This feeling of disconnection can make us feel off balance, chasing after things that aren't truly meaningful to us. But let's change that narrative. Imagine not just surviving through the daily grind, but genuinely thriving in all aspects of life. Imagine waking up every morning motivated, satisfied, and inspired, because you're living a life that's true to who you are. That's what we aim to help you achieve. By subscribing to our channel, you'll explore videos that guide you in building a life that feels genuinely rewarding. So if you're ready to stop just surviving and start truly living your best life, hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more videos that will inspire, educate, and support you on your journey to a life that not only meets your needs, but feels amazing. See you in the next video.